the Air movie. He was the guy that
Yeah.
designed the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan logo.
Yeah.
And so I got a very lucky chance to enter the business through him, and I just fell in love, and I've been with it ever since.
Yeah.
I started in design and now kind of worked in every part of the business.
Okay.
And, you know, as we got later and worked with several brands, I always wanted to begin something on my own. And it really started with classics. So you see some of these guys wearing our first range of shoes. I did that business for Adidas. So I started in '99 before classics were a thing.
Yeah.
So I got this, I'm like a historian. I love that. I don't like the quality of them anymore, to be honest with you. I think that they used to be made better. And so the first starting point was, man, I want to make some classics that I like, making in Portugal, making in Europe, making like dress shoes. And that's how it started. Oh, and we have a store in Malibu now, and we've been slowly growing that business. But we've had a lot of interaction with professional athletes. I'm an avid golfer myself, and most of the athletes you know, this is the currency for most athletes.
Oh.
And Jordan Poyer, who's a safety for the Buffalo Bills, comes from our hometown, and
Okay.
we started interacting with him doing charity work. And I went out to one of his tournaments, giving away some shoes as part of the charity. And he sat me down. He's like, "Dude, why are you not making golf shoes? Like, you're
Yeah.
making all this stuff, and come on."
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's the space though.
and at that moment, I was like, you know what? He is right. And that's when we started this journey. And so we are launching our first golf shoe this week. It'll be a big part of what we're doing this year.
Man, congratulations, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And at the last tournament, we previewed it, and the response was so strong. We said we got to hurry up and get sizes for the players. So you're essentially part of the R&D team, because this is the first 60 pairs that anybody gets. And so don't hold back. We want to hear a lot, because this feedback that we get this week is going to inform production and the product that goes out in the market. So
Absolutely, man.
you're part of the family now.
Yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it. And you know, when I play, I walk a lot. You know, so
Okay.
I'm always looking for good walking shoes. Some of this thing.
What do you wear on walking shoes? I mean, I'm a walker myself.
So I wear like Air Max ones, some Jordans and stuff. Nothing like
Yeah, Jordans for style, but they're not the best.
Yeah. So I just want to have some comfortable and stylish at the same time too. And I'm looking to go more traditional too.
Okay.
The look too. So I like this. I like this. This colorway is really beautiful. I love the light blue too, the baby blue. So
Yeah, so there are a couple of things I could tell you about the shoe before you put it on. And like like the gaps that I see. First of all, the Jordan shoes, I love the look of them. I love a Stan Smith shoe too. All of that stuff, they look great, but they just don't have the performance in them. And so there's a gap. And on the other side of things, on the performance side, you have shoes that walk really well and shoes that swing really well. Shoes that swing really well are stiff and low to the ground. It's like walking on boards, and I just don't understand why we have to have a compromise.
right.
You walk a lot, so and you're going to be in a tournament. Like pro guys, they walk 30 miles.
Yeah.
It's like a marathon. And why are we not thinking about that? We do a lot of work for running companies and make stuff for endurance athletes that run 100 miles. And I think there's a reason why the world record in the marathon has been broken over and over again, because the technology is in there. And I just think there's a gap at the high end of the market for stuff that's styled well, it's luxury, but is high performance at the same time. And so that's what we started with, a thought. And so a couple of things we brought into it. This is the high performance foam we put into some of those running shoes. So you're sitting on a bed of that. And if you flip this over, you can feel that you're going to squish into it. But you go this way, and then the gauge is differently, and it's really firm.
Yeah.
These were inspired by shark's teeth. It's 2 rows that your foot will suspend over. And so that means that these are engaged at all times, and they're adaptive. And there's a lot of little details. They're little high, it doesn't look like much in terms of profile, but we think the traction is going to be outstanding and allow the comfort that we're talking about. There's what we call a floating fit system inside of it. So this is all premium stretch knit. So any friction is going to happen in between.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like a sock that just cradles your foot like this, but allows breathability and so on. Of course, premium leathers are all water resistant leathers, so they're gonna perform well. We've got an external heel counter, so you get a lot of support through the heel.
Okay.
But man, we're stoked to see what you think about them. You get a chance to wear them as much as you want to.
Oh, it's kind of, I see, what you call it, the floating...
Floating fit system.
Yeah, I like that. I do feel like the leather is really nice too. Quality, it's just a great quality shoe.
Thank you. How's it fit?
Feels good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can give them a try today in your practice round for us.
Check it out, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'd love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, any feedback, like you said, would be awesome. Anything
Yeah.
to help us, fine tune details.
Put both of them on?
Yeah, if you
can walk away out of here with them.
while you're putting on, when did you start playing golf?
So I started in 2014.
Okay.
So I was in San Diego. And, off season, keep using quarterbacks, run out of the locker room, try to catch tea time. So I'm like, man, what y'all doing, bro? Like, what's going on with these golf games? So I went out one time and fell in love after the first hit. So
Yeah.
been going ever since.
Yeah.
During COVID, I got pretty serious because had a lot more time.
Sure.
The club never closed.
Mhm.
So I was able to get out and
Same.
open up the course and close the course. So I
Yeah.
played all day. So I was able to get my handicap down in single digits at that time. So
Right on.
working, man.
Wow, I mean, getting the single digits that quick is pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows commitment. And what's the same and what's different about playing football compared to playing golf, and especially if you're competing, or what are the similarities and differences between the two games?
Yeah, so the difference is for sure, football, you can always just apply more force, right? When when you're down, you can run a little harder, chop it a little harder. In golf, you can't do that. Obviously, you got to stay patient, you got to stay within yourself. But I think just staying like that short memory, right? Make a bad play, you got to move on to the next play.
Yeah.
You can still going. Same thing with golf. It's always about the next shot.
Right.
So that's kind of the mentality I'm trying to carry.
Just had somebody that sat down and said, the biggest nerves you have are in the tunnel,
Yeah.
right? And this is like being in the tunnel,
Yeah.
in the tunnel 68 times or 75 times or whatever. I never heard that analogy before.
And I think for me personally, that's my next challenge in this game. Like, is, you have a great front nine and not to let your mind wander, right? Because, and it can go good or bad, right? I think with golf, the more you play,
Yeah.
the more just those bad memories, those bad shots just more stick in your head.
Oh, man.
Kind of like anticipating it, waiting on it to happen when it just blow up.
Yeah.
So I just I'm trying to figure out a way to just keep us a fresh mindset on every shot, every hole. Front nine's good. I shot 34. Let's go.
When you played football, were you kind of an equipment nerd, like your shoes and your gear, like you had to get was it part of your ritual and part of your confidence?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
In college, I figure out a way to get a new pair of cleats every game.
Yep.
So I would get a new pair and practice every week to get a new pair. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, equipment is always important.
And how about in golf? I mean, if you talk about the clubs, yeah.
Same thing. Well, I try not to tinker that much with my clubs. Once I get fitted, I kind of stick with it, right? Because it work and kind of.
Do you custom fit annually? Is that or you think every 2 years?
Yeah, maybe every 2 years. Yeah. So this is my second fitted set of clubs.
Okay. Yeah.
The original guy that fitted me, me being 6'5", he gave me Arcelon clubs, right?
Yeah.
But I got a 7-foot wingspan, so my club length is actually shorter than standard, right? Because my arms ain't so long.
Now, how many rounds a year do you play, and how many tournaments are you in? I mean, is it basically a?
Yeah, so I try to get out 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
A minimum.
Yeah. And so you got a crew. Like, what does golf mean to you now?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, so in Houston, it's a lot of retired NFL players there.
Sure.
So we get together and play all the time. Kind of recreating the locker room, to the talk shit,
Yeah, of course.
compete and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
that's the one thing I miss about football. I don't miss playing. I just miss the dives. So
Yeah.
golf kind of gives us that segue.
That's a really good way to look at it, and that's what I mean. I've got my crew of 4 guys, and we're all entrepreneurs, and we can actually go out and play on a Thursday or Friday, and we cherish that because it's a little easier to play, and we call it male therapy.
Yeah, it is.
We get our time. So, some days we play good golf, but we don't really compete that much. But man, we need that 4 hours.
You need it, man. It's a great time.
So when you first heard the concept of the pro,
Yeah.
how did that?
Actually, one of my boys, Gary Graham, he plays. He's a really good golfer. I've seen him 68. Just casually. What's going on? But he called me. He hit me up and let me know that he's going to be in this tournament. I looked through it and I was intrigued right away. So reached out, they let me in. So I'm excited, trying to at least show something. I think baseball players have a slightly competitive, advantage, right?
Yeah, right.
Especially the pitchers. They they pitch every 5 days.
Yeah. They're the rest of the time.
Golf. Come on, man. It's a good deal, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see where it's going to go, right?
Yeah, that's what we felt too.
If the vision and how it's going to get there. Because I think it's a great concept. I think
And then we were so impressed. We didn't know what to think. So we had started these conversations, and there couldn't be something that was more aligned with our brand.
Yeah.
They're premium. They care about competition. And so we immediately, after seeing the level that they executed at in Innisbrook, we said, man, we better go faster. It is time to move right now. And so that's why we got this ready in 3. It's unheard of to open up to size 15 in 2 to 3 months, and we did anyways. We got a race to keep up with it. Now you're going to see every time one of these comes, we're going to be dropping new colorways and new, so nobody's going to get this one. This is just for you guys.
Yeah.
So then the NBA's, their color is purple. And the hockey is red. And so every time we're going to do something a little special for, we'll be dropping shoes along the way as we get commercialized and go to market. But cherish it, man. Those are only you and the 50 here.
I might have to put them up, man. Put them on ice and get some.